Hello everybody, welcome to Canadian Immigration Channel. It is quite a controversial video, but I feel it's the right time to speak about it. This channel by itself, it was designed for those of you who are looking answers, who are looking for assistance to orient yourself with respect to immigration to Canada, to find the right way, to prepare the documents, and in a nutshell, to do your homework. Lots and lots of you are looking to relocate to Canada with your family, seeking for better future, for security, for protection, looking to come here and start your new life. Now, I hear your questions via email, I hear your comments asking me what's going on in Canada, because news are reaching you that there is definitely something's wrong. And we were thinking whether we should comment, we should not comment on what's going on, because it's very, very close to politics, and I'm trying to keep this channel as far away from politics as possible, but I guess the threshold is already reached. We have a Prime Minister who does everything possible to disrespect Canada so far. This gentleman has offended Canadians, has offended Indians by his trip to India. Many of you from India know about it. He was dressing himself like a monkey, making himself a laughingstock in India, disrespecting personally Prime Minister of India, and disturbing relationship between countries. He is doing everything possible supporting ISIS. Again, he is doing everything possible supporting ISIS. He is the person who is deliberately choosing not to persecute those returning from Syria, fighting on ISIS side, killing individual civilians, Canadian soldiers, US soldiers, supporting these individuals, hiding them out. It's quite clear in the news, etc., etc. I just want all of you to know that Justin Trudeau's views are not supported by majority of Canadians. He is losing his popularity, he is losing his support, he is losing support amongst his own colleagues and former peers. And overall, I sincerely hope that he will never be re-elected. But overall, as I said, I wanted to reflect on what's going on in the society right now and how Canadians are looking at the matter. Now, there is another issue, strong support for Islamists, not for Islam, for Islamists, for radical Islamists by Prime Minister's office. He has shown it a couple of times. I've spoken about ISIS before. I personally know quite a number of Muslims who are not supporting what he's doing. We have heard clearly from Muslim communities who are condemning what he's doing. He is deliberately been attending quite radical mosques in Canada. He's been attending prayers in mosques where female were not allowed to enter, or not even allowed on a parking lot of that mosque, and many, many other issues, right? There are lots of issues with the groping allegations on this Prime Minister, which were deliberately taken away or somehow hidden away. With respect to the mass shooting, it was deliberately not said that the person was radical Islamist, and many others. Now, this individual, Justin Trudeau, has deliberately opened the borders of Canada, allowing illegal immigrants and allowing refugees or refugees claimants from the United States, most of those who are not refugees at all, to come into Canada. Again, I'm not pissed off by everything that's going on. But with respect to you followers of the channel, I do believe that it's fair to speak about it and tell you that your rights, your future family rights, your children and grandchildren rights of those of you who would relocate to Canada, who would stay here and try to build a future, are deliberately violated right now by this person. Because I see sometimes you're sharing news and nice pictures of him on YouTube and or on Facebook, and I sincerely ask you not to do that, right? Because inadvertently you're following this up, you're spreading the news, you're creating the picture of him as being a nice individual, which definitely he is not, based, and again, of what he is doing with Canada and Canadians, right? If you're planning to come here, if you're planning to build your future in here, and you're doing your homework, you're taking the IELTS test, you're making sure that you scrap your funds to relocate here, it is absolutely unjust and unfair towards all of you to open the borders and let anybody in. Not even even mention in here this deliberate support for terrorism and paying fees to terrorists. If you want to understand what I'm talking about, just Google it. Yeah, Canadian government is paying to terrorists, right? I personally think that it's absolutely unjust, and if you're looking to come here, if you're thinking about the future, just stop for a second, right? Google for the news what's going on in Canada, and again, hopefully this individual will not be able to be re-elected next time, but overall it's quite disturbing right now. Canada still stays as a peaceful haven. Canada is still a pretty safe country. It is still a wonderful place to relocate into, but if we would have a few more years of this Liberal government, who knows what it would turn into. Stay tuned with us, and of course, subscribe for the channel.